Hi folks, Carl here again from Carl's Vapor Reviews. Welcome to the video. I've got a review for you today. Now this is a rebuildable dripping atomizer, and this is not a clone as such. It was sent on to me by Phil and Mazen at elegantvapor.co.uk, and this is it. Now it's called the EV-D1. Let's give you a close-up, hopefully, when it focuses. There you go. There's Elegant Vapor's moniker. Now it's a slight take on the Tobe atomizer, but this has elongated air slots, 2 of them. Now this is a 22mm device. Stainless steel and with a copper positive post, and it's very good. So I'll take a toke on it and we'll get down close, have a look at the package, what it comes with, and I'll give you all the sizings and stuff. So we'll have a little vape on it. Get it to. Ooh. Now in here I've got a dual coil. This is a dual coil setup dripper only, because it hasn't got a third air slot, and it's got a 0.8 ohm coil setup in here, which is 9 wraps of 28 gauge canthal. And a cotton wick, and I've got some explosion 12mg. I know it's a bit high for a dripper, but that's all I've got at the moment, and that's 60/40. As you can see, stacks of vapor. Performance is very good. Now vaping this, because it's a lot taller than a Tobe, it's got the Tobe fins on the top. We'll show you up close anyway. Because it's taller and it has got a dome chamber in there, the vapes, in my opinion, it's quite a cool vape on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being quite warm to 5 being hot. This is probably about a 2. So, I mean, personal opinion to me is, if you've got fruity flavours and you want to drip fruity flavours, it's quite a good dripper for that. Probably not so good for your dessert type vapes, with it being such a cooler vape. That's from a 0.8 ohm coil as well. Obviously it's to do with the extra length on the top cap in the chamber. So we'll dive up close, have a look at it, give you the sizings and stuff, and then we'll come back up, have a chat about it, and a vape on it and rate it. So we'll see you up close. Right guys, here we are up close with the atomizer, the dripper. Now these are the parts broken down. What we have here is this is the top section that slides into the outer section, and then we have the deck, and we have some spare O-rings, a little screwdriver, Phillips head, 3 spare screws, and some wicking wire in there, and it comes in like a Tobe style box. That's just how it came from the manufacturer, and then the atomizer comes sealed in a bag like this. So we'll get that out of the way there. Now we'll get rid of some of these parts. Now this is the top section. Like I said, it's got a take on the Tobe slightly here with the fins, but it's a lot longer than the Tobe. Single O-ring there, On using this, I thought that it probably needed another O-ring just up here. Not that it's loose in any way, just would have made it a little bit more stable inside when sitting inside the sleeve. And what we've got here are two airflow. Let me just get it in focus. There we go. Two airflow, elongated airflow holes. Now the airflow holes, I'm just reading off my notes now. Air holes are 10 millimeters long, so they are 10 millimeters that way, and they are 2 millimeters deep, so 2 mil that way and 10 mil that way. So quite big slots there, which can be adjusted down when we put this section on, like so. But it's nice and tight. That's what I was talking about with the second O-ring. If it had a second O-ring on, it wouldn't do that as much at the top. But it's not a deal breaker or anything like that. But it's just something I noticed. It's because it's only got the one O-ring low down here. If you had another one at the top, it would sit a lot better in there. Now, this extra finning here obviously keeps the even cooler than what the Tobe would, because you've got a few extra fins there than what the Tobe has. Obviously, this is it's got a slight take on the Tobe design with this, but it's not a Tobe deck in any way, or airflow in that. In fact, so there's your domed reduced chamber in there. But what we've got is, show you this reduced chamber, because it's so long. That's why I'm getting a cooler vape from it, and that's the top cap. So can't say much more. It's really nice finish, really nice. Like it's got a semi-brushed finish to it, a bit more polished, I think, than brushed, but it has got a. It's probably a bit in between, really. So here we have the outer section. There's Elegant Vapor's etching on there. This was made for Elegant Vapor. And not much to say. This only goes on one way. You've got a recess there that goes onto the deck that way. It can't, obviously it's got a moniker on, so you can't get it mixed up. So yeah, nice again. Not thin. It's you can't squeeze it. It's really it's not too thick, but it's not too thin either. So that's that. Then we come to the deck. Right, what we've got here is we've got the, keeping in with the Tobe, it's got, let me just get into focus a bit more. There we go. The outer negative posts are part of the deck, and the centre positive post is a copper pin all the way through. It's a non-adjustable 510. You've also got a copper contact pin at the bottom, and then you have got, show up on here, you've got a Dalrin insulator in there as well. You can just see it there. That goes all the way through, that Dalrin insulator, to the bottom of the pin. We've got stainless steel screws, and the holes in the posts are, I've measured them about with the vernier, I've measured them 1.8 millimeters. The holes in the posts, obviously full copper positive, like I said. Of the negative posts are welded, like I've said before, which is nice. Deep juice wells. I would say that I've tried to measure the juice wells. It's roughly about 5 or 6 mil deep, the juice well in there. So it's substantial, and it's double O-ringed on the base, as you can see. I would have liked that to be carried over onto the double O-ring, carried over onto there as well. And the overall size of this, when I put it together, I'll show you. So what we do is we push that on. It goes on like a tobe, and then we push that on there like that. And then we turn. And it really looks nice, in my opinion. Looks really nice. And the overall size of this, without the 510, not including this 510 post, is 32.3 millimeters. That's from the top. That's from here to here, and it's 22 mil in diameter, like I said. So that's the close-ups, guys. I can't think I've missed anything out on the on what I can show you. Let me just show you the before we go away from the close-ups. Let me just show you the it firing. I'll show you the ohms as well. I'll screw it into my ohms meter. There we are, 0.8, 0.78. So on the ohms checker, them coils are easy build as well, similar to the Tobe. 2 microcoils in there. That's all it needed. We just stick it on my. Sorry if I've gone off camera. I'm just screwing it onto my Vapor Shark, and then I shall just pump the. Just pumping the wattage up. Right, 20 watts. We'll fire it. There we go. So glowing away nicely. Put the centre out. That's the coils glowing. So what we'll do as well, whilst we're close up, sorry it's gone off camera again, is I'll screw it onto my ohms meter again, and we'll just put some cotton in it. Then we can go up and have a vape on it. So two pieces of cotton. All we do is twist the end. Shove it through. You always get a little scraggy end sometimes on the cotton. It doesn't allow it to go through. Pull it through. Do a twist and pull. And then we'll do the other side. Some nice little end to go through, hopefully. Oh yes. Sorry, bring it closer. Then just twist and pull. Don't want it too tight in there. Just move it either way. And then we'll just cut these ends off. About there. And about there. The other side. Leave a long tail on one side and a shorter one on the other. That's it. Now all I do here is I just fold that under like so. and that one folds under itself, just sits underneath the coil nicely there, like so. And same on the other side, just fold it under itself, and fold that one in under itself as well. Then we'll juice it up with some of my, give it a shake, I'll have some of the MDV 666. From Vaping King. Just get the focus back. And just soak the wicks a bit. This is like this is a dessertish vape really, a raspberry with a biscuit base, like a raspberry Dodger type. So it's going to be, this ideally needs to be warm, but a warm vape. That's it. So that's a close-ups, guys, and then we'll go up now and we'll have a vape on it, test it again, have a talk about it, and tell you how much it is, and etc. So we'll see you up at the top. Thank you. Alright folks, welcome back up to the top. I've got it on my Vapor Shark, currently at 22 watts, if you can see that. 22 watts there. I've got the airflow holes probably half open at the moment, so we'll take a toke on it and show you the performance on it. This is obviously on a not on a mech now, it's on a DNA 30 device. Stacks of vapor, as you can see, but the vape is cooler. Obviously that extra length and the top cap is making the vapor from this 0.8 ohm coil, it's making it cooler. So if you're a fan of a cooler vape, this is a must with a 0.8 ohm coil. Obviously I think if you went down to 0.45 ohm coil, it might be a little bit warmer, but it's not going to be as warm as some of the as the Tobe or some of the other drippers that are shorter in length. But it is nice, and it's got a really, how can I describe it? It's got quite a smooth vape really for a 0.8 ohm coil. It's quite a smooth vape, but I always thought the Tobe was a smooth vape anyway. So, where can you get it? How much is it? elegantvapor.co.uk. You can use CVR5 and get 5% discount on the purchase. Just enter the code at the basket section and check out. And it's £15, this is. And for a device like this, 15 quid. There will be postage on that as well, but if you do spend over £20, the postage is free. So, you know, if you add something else, I don't know, if you put it in with another order or something, it'll take it over the £20 mark. The shipping would be free. But for 15 quid, it's quite a very, well, I would say, yeah, it's quite a good atomizer. It's quite a good dripper for 15 quid. Like I said, the only negative for me, it call it a negative, is I think it needed another O-ring, a double O-ring affair at the top of the sort of around that section there. and get into focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, around that section there, it's not going to focus for me. So, 15 quid from elegantvapour.co.uk. That's it for the review, guys. If I've missed anything out or you want to ask me any questions on this device, because it's not a clone as such, it's been made for Elegant Vapor. It's got their logo on it. It's a different size. It hasn't got the tabs for the airflow. It's got a different airflow system than the Tobe. It does have a Tobe style finned top cap, but the rest of it is sort of a hybrid type, or a bastard, whatever you want to call it. Any comments, just leave it on the underneath the YouTube video. You can catch me on AAEC forum as well, where I post my videos that I do. Richo71 is the avatar. I've got all my links on my YouTube channel for Facebook, Twitter and Google+. My email is also visible on there. So thanks again for watching, guys. The next video will be my vlog, I think, now. I've got a few things coming up in the pipeline. I've got two in the. I've got the penny mod here to review, and what else have I got? I'll show you in the. Oh, I've also got the Stingray X. I'll show you my vlog anyway. Just a quick one. Mini Nautilus, absolutely brilliant. The coils in them are brilliant, which I'll speak about in the vlog as well. But thanks for watching again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.